I usually say a little something at the beginning. This is going to be a live video chat show where and it's going to be arts and crafts for adults because we use sharp things like scissors and needles and heat guns and hot glue guns and dangerous electrical items. But we're also a chat room where we're going to interact with the chat room all night long. Woohoo! And look who we have with us today. Little Miss Juju.
Hey y'all.
So, Juju is a new streamer. You've been streaming for a month
Yes, ma'am.
at least, and she's doing great. She's doing a great job of it. So, she got a new book called the Nomad book. So we're going to be twins tonight. You know, last night I was watching Dana and Becca, and they were doing the same art page at the same time using the same colors. And I never did get the scoop on what was going on, but they did. So we're going to be doing the same book on the same page at the same time too. We'll just copycat them. The same book on the same page at the same time too. I use my iPad over here for the same book on the same page at the same time. As my chat is close to my eyes versus 3 feet over here to the right where I can't see that far. So I use my phone, I use my iPad, and I use my hard drive, my big computer.
You're just
Whenever I
decked up, aren't you?
huh?
I said you all decked out, aren't you?
Well, just to let you know that you can, use multiple devices to get around in all of this chat craft stuff. And Tuesday night, I used some of my old ink pads. I'm dyeing paper with it, and we're just waiting for a few people to get in the room.
How
And we are early, so if there's any questions or anything, feel free to chime in. And it's okay to talk all over each other in my room.
okay.
Just to get a word in edgewise, please do. Uh,
The timing can be hard.
it can be, and I don't mean to talk over, but I just I just like to talk and share and goof off. And it's nothing personal by any means. It's probably just a bad habit that I do. So feel free to to take command over me. Get to get a word in edgewise. I don't mean to be rude. Uh, I want to give you every chance in the world to talk and explain and ask questions. So let's see who we got in the chat room. Looky.
We have Hey Teresa and Margaret and Sharon and Stephanie and Angie,
We've got
Candy.
a nice group coming out here. So one of the
Hey
things
Shannon.
I've got my stencils out, and this might be something that we might be able to do in our Nomad book. We might be able to do some stenciling on some of the pages. That would be fun.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask you last night. I couldn't remember. I thought it was stuff that you did. If you did just all flat stuff in your book, or did you do some 3D dimensional stuff in your stuff? Or
Well, most in this book mostly is just flat, but I do
uh-huh,
have some thickness to some of the pages because I've glued different thickness of paper.
uh-huh.
Uh, Trying to find I've done postcards, or thin cardboard, like the Tim Holtz people. They're kind of a cardboardish, and and the pages are kind of thick in this book anyway. And by the time you glue things on both sides, it does get a little thicky. a little, you gain a little fluffiness.
Right.
And so, like, I've got a couple layers on some of my pages, so that builds up just a tiny bit, but mostly flat things. But you might see me put in, see, like this one here came off of a dog food, uh, a box of dog treats. So
Uh-huh.
this is like a cereal box thickness, so it's
Okay.
thicker, and but it's still flat. But
Mhm.
this particular book has a, a spine, and if you look at your spine, it's a fabric spine, and it has these little gussets in it,
Uh-huh.
and the gussets give it extra room for fluffiness, if that
Right.
makes any sense.
It does.
And then I also have a little pocket that I put in the front where I've got things I've added that I might want to use in my book. I got some stickers over here and some extra things that I want to use in the front of the book. And I also have a variety of some papers that I've tore out of magazines and such already in the front of this book. And like for this page, I wanted to keep the Jeep, you know.
Mhm.
And in this page, I liked this girl. So she'll be fussy cut it out and put in there. And then if I'm lucky, I can, well, nope, it's either her, it's either one or the other. I can use either one of these girls. And so you might find funny things like these little pinata. You might want to put a pinata on your page. And I noticed, Juju, that you are an expert storyteller. You do your story so good. I was very, very happy and very impressed with your first page. And I'll go over here to my first page. And I've decorated in the front of my book as well. And I've got something here on the contents. And then here's my first page.
Oh wow.
And I've got a story. I'm going to change the layout of us so you can see both sides of my paper here. I have to get up to go do that because my mouse lost its battery, so I got to come over here to push the buttons. But for example, you were telling your story, and I loved it that you and Chris, is it Chris?
It's Chris.
You and Chris were dancing on the road. Oh my gosh, I thought that was awesome. So I have a doorway at the top of the road, and it's kind of like a racetrack. And when the gates open, like when they let the horses go, when the bell rings, the horses run. So the door flies open, and the little hot rod comes running down the road, and to check out his time. And I've got this big old bird coming in here, and he's bringing in some flowers. And I've got a daddy and the little boy pointing, saying, "Watch the car." He's saying, "Watch that car. He's going to run." He's getting ready to do a drag race. And I've got a cookie planet over here, and that beautiful tree. And I got the ship coming in with the with the tall flowers, and they're bringing them straight in from the tropics. And then I've got a dog over here watching the whole activity. That dog over there. So I've got a little bit of fun going on too. So that's the whole 9 yards right there. So I hope and if you want to pick a page, or I can pick a page, and I can continue to work on a page, or we could pick a page that I haven't done, which is going to be few between in here. I've got something on every page, just about. and we can work on it together tonight, unless you have another page picked out. And you want to tell everybody your story?
Well, my story is I was driving the soccer mom van here, and I saw this little tree and this gorgeous sunset on this deserted road. So we pulled over, and I was going to pull by the tree, but I pulled on up here because I wanted to get out and visit the tree. And I made Chris get out with me, and me and him was dancing on the road. Uh, he didn't want to, but he did it anyway. And then so we danced out there like lovers do. And, we went and visited a tree and, you know, looked at it or something, something. And then over here, I have Louie. And Louie is a common chameleon from Louisa Hansel. And Louie was traveling across the road and she found the big goat coat that somebody had threw out. So she was getting her a drink resting over. And that's my story.
And that's your story. And you're sticking to it.
And I'm sticking to it. Hey, Carol.
I am just going to share our stream out here.
Let's see.
Let's see, me and Juju are live. We are alive.
Yes, hallelujah.
Woohoo! So I shared our video out and posted so people can know we're here. And I usually invite you to join me if you want to post something on in my Facebook group. I don't sell, so I don't want to advertise sales, but I do advertise live streams. If you want to put your, share it in my group. I have a very good group with a lot of members in it now, and so feel free to join my group and
Okay, Miss Beth,
to help you grow.
hold on to yourself now. Just April?
There's April, and then there's April May.
Uh-huh. That's me.
Yeah.
That's me.
Okay. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. Okay. I have to go in my messenger and look up the eyeball to find you.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm in the group in the other group on my private account. It says just April.
Well, that's okay, and also I'll catch on eventually. But I was just wanting you to know that you could post in my
Okay.
group,
I
and
appreciate that.
anything art related is. And I love for you to take a picture of your page and upload it,
Okay.
and all kinds of good things like that, healthy things. Um, and if you're going to do a sale or a destash or something, you can talk about it on your stream, all you want. And like I said, I don't like to be bombarded with just sales. I'm
Right.
interested in the art and more than anything. So that's what I was trying to get across.
Okay, I got it.
But we're, if you have any questions, that's fine. Just let me know and I'll help you. But, uh, but I've got several people in my Facebook group that actually help me with my Facebook group. So I'm not doing it all by myself by any means. So just to let you know, sometimes it takes a community to raise a kid,
Yep, takes a village.
a village.
Or
Yep.
back 40.
Or I was going to say a village in the back 40. Yeah.
No.
It might be some squatters from the back 40.
Might be. It's big enough for him.
And you live in the country, I take it.
I do. It's just me, one neighbor, and some dead people in the cemetery.
Well, uh, I was raised outside of city limits, but we were still city-ish. We had like 8 acres, And so we had elbow room, to run around a lot outside. And we were right on the river, so I'm a true river rat. But we were close enough to town to catch a bus if we needed to. We were afraid. I wasn't afraid to ride the bus. I don't know that my brothers ever did, but so anyway, did you pick another page that you wanted to work on?
What about, since I did the first page, what about this next to the last page here where the stumps are? Have you done it?
Oh, next to the last. That's a good place to turn because you're right. I probably haven't done all of the ones in the back. Let's see. In the back of the book,
One more. Well, maybe it's one more. Yeah, one more.
I've got to look at these ladies. I'm going to use some of these in my book. These old pictures.
So pretty.
I should send this one that I had. I should send this one to Becca.
Yeah.
But
That. Oh,
let me go back here one more time. I must not went all the way to the back.
it's by the yellow chair. It's a yellow chair. That one. I have page 236.
Oh, and that's the back of your book, 236, because mine goes to 252. Huh.
Mine's, well, maybe mine's missing some pages. It's
It might be.
236.
That might have been why it was discount, but that's quite all right. We'll take it. 232, yellow chair.
Yeah, and then flip. It's 236. Flip over.
Oh, the other way.
Uh-huh.
We'll find it.
One more.
234. Here it is. I good. Okay. Oh, look at those
Hmm.
cards. Those jumbo cards. Yeah,
637.
we could put some cards in there. Okay. So we're going to work on this page. If anybody, I'll show it to everybody here a little bit. But you'll see the garden, and we can put some people sitting around on the stumps, maybe some animals, and they're sitting around telling stories, garden stories. It's a cute little garden there. And then here's a little table decoration of a little man without any arms. We might be able to put some arms on him. And this little chair over here, it needs somebody sitting in it. So let's see what we can add to it. So let me go up here and hang out with chat for a second. Uh, so Debbie Epps is in the room. Miss Goldie, Sharon Lumbar. I was wondering about Sharon. Sharon, have you been feeling good? And Carol McDonald's here. Angie's here. Teresa's here. Shannon is in here. Margaret. I think Juju told everybody hello up at the top. Candy's in the room. Sharon Reinheimer's in the room. Welcome, everybody. Glad to see you. Hello, everybody, if I missed you. Jassie's here. We can't forget Jassie. So we're working on our nomad book, and uh, we both of us got the book at a discount, and because it's like a table book, and I think Juju got the last bit of her book tore out accidentally, but
Yeah.
we're not gonna hold it against her though. Angie had a scare yesterday. She had to go to the surgeon,
I'm
and she
so
did.
glad she's okay.
Yeah, that can happen. So things happen, Angie, and I understand that. I have my nephew had his his eyes lens shaved, where so that he wouldn't have to wear glasses, and believe it or not, he ended up getting a eyelash in his eye and on the surgical area, and it couldn't get it off, so he had to go back in and let them numb it and remove the eyelash from his surgical eye. So that things happen, but they know what to do, the doctors and nurses. So we trust them. And I think Miss Juju over here, she's a nurse. Are you a nurse?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you work this morning?
I did.
How long did you work?
Oh, till 2. I got
Till
off
two,
like, mhm.
7 to 2, 6 to 2.
Ye-
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
today I
you're probably kind of tired because you were up last night at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, but you know that menopause, I'm up, I think, every night.
So, what kind of nursing do you like to do?
I'm a med surge nurse.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
by trade. This last little bit span here, I've been doing some IT nursing,
Team
uh,
nursing. Okay.
working with the helping the nurses with the computers and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, good. Did you tell everybody to come over to your stream?
Yeah.
Leave your calling card. I think I've been thinking about making a business card because Joe's always out and about and he'll say, "Oh, you should watch my wife," and he can give him a calling card with my name on it so that they could come in. He advertises for me, and
Yeah, he needs some business card there, look calling
yeah,
card.
he could do that. And but I've been kind of born and raised in nursing. I started out as a nurse's aide and worked my way up to a technician, an endoscopy technician.
Oh wow.
And um, so I started out, worked 5 years on pediatrics, and they loved me because I started working when I was 17. And I had to get a work permit from the hospital, from my parents to the hospital to allow me to work. And I did. And then of course the next year, when I turned 18, I got married. And but they liked me on pediatrics because I was young and I could relate to the younger kids. And we had two wings. There was a an infant and toddler wing, and then there was 10, like age 10 to 18 wing. And sometimes they had to fudge some of the ages back and forth depending on which wing, how many beds they have, of course. But uh, but I learned a lot on pediatrics, and I learned a lot about handicaps and things like that. So I favored, my favorite was handicaps, anything with a handicap. And then I went up to neuro and worked another 5 years. At the same time, I was working endoscopy, and we started the endoscopy room in the hospital first time. They were doing sigmoids and just kind of office procedures, and they were doing them in the ER. And then they discovered that this is something that they needed their own room for. So we went from a room, and then we went to a wing. So it grew. But I was the one who took care of all of the fiber optic instruments and the things that they would use for the colonoscopies and the gastroscopies, and a lot of other things in between. So I worked there up there for 5 years, and one of the doctors brought me up at a staff meeting that they have, like a board of members, a board, and he asked if everybody would agree to make me a honorary technician for doing the work that I've done in that department, and they did. They gave me an honorary title. So I'm proud of that
Yeah, that's something.
accomplishment. And so anyway, I love neuro. I love the elderly. I love stroke, uh, and TIA kind of uh, uh, injuries and things, because I can communicate with verbal and nonverbal. I was really good at that, and I understood it. And and people responded back to me. So I did that. I worked in the hospital for over 10 years and I got retirement from them. And then I moved on into, I worked into a chiropractor's office for 10 years. So I was a front and back everything in the office. I did patients and I did billing and I did accounts receivables and accounts payables and payroll, and I did everything in that office. And that was my learning period of learning how to use a computer, because we didn't have computers before that, and when we were doing billing by hand and on the typewriter, and I learned how to use electric typewriter and learned how to use the micro settings, and you can get it to print something over and over the same thing. You can micro it, and I learned a lot about just a regular typewriter, and then we got the computer. So I learned they trained us with the computers when they put the computers in the office. So uh, that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Then after the chiropractor, I ended up moving to the next city, and I met Joe, and that's where we began. And so, and we've been together for I think 27 years. I'm not sure. I've lost track. We got married in '97, so you can figure it out. And I can't believe it's flown by so quickly. We were late, when we got married. We were, and he already had kids, and I missed the door to that with my age, but um, but I got grandkids out of it, so I was happy about that. And then I went into home health, and I started helping people in their home. I didn't work for an agency; it was just word of mouth, and I had a waiting list of people who wanted me, and then at the very end, hospice. I learned hospice, and that's what the Lord was preparing me for. He was preparing me for hospice care in all along, and so I got to do quite a few of that, and I got to be blessed with doing some hospice for my own family, and so I have a lot of that, and so I'm all about nursing. I love nursing, so.
That hospice care is rough.
It can be, yes, yes,
Yeah.
ma'am. Um, but to be with someone who actually crosses the veil is an honor to me.
Yes, it's a real honor.
And I have that attitude, and my daddy and my mom both says, "You want to do nursing?" And daddy says, "Oh, no, 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 I could never do that," and help people. And I said, "Well, daddy, if you were sick and you needed that help, wouldn't you want somebody like me to help clean you up, that would understand and not make a big scene out of it?" And he says, "Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's you, not me." And every mother, that has children, and my mother had 5 children, she's seen it all. She knows what I'm doing, she knows that I have that in me. And it's a motherly nursing slash, it all goes together, instinct to care
Yes,
for
a
people.
caregiver. Yeah.
Hmm. So yeah. So
But I
hi
don't do
everybody.
peds.
uh, Bonnie, hello Bonnie. Come in, come in. I see some new names. Dana's here and Becca's here. Come on in.
Cindy, hey Cindy.
We're working in the Nomad book and doing some reverse collaging, and we just sort of went off on each other to telling what we like to do, and I found out a few things about Juju, and I wanted her to know about me. So uh, I did that. And Juju's just started streaming, and she needs some subscribers. So if somebody wants to put Juju's link in there, that would be awesome. And I know Becca probably can get her link. And Becca, I need to know if you want this picture. I've got a picture over here,
It's perfect for you, Becca. Just perfect.
and I've lost it. There it is. You want this picture? I'll send it to you. It's got a real pretty girl on the harp on the back. I love harps. So, Cindy's had a long day. She's she's at home. Sit back, take your shoes off, kick your feet up, Cindy. So,
It is. It's lots of nakedness.
it's art related, so it's okay to show. It's kind
Yeah.
of art related.
She got a finger over, so it's all good.
I forgot. I forgot. It should have been two fingers. It it's really quite natural, and yeah, and it says in the open air, Becca. I'm not gonna cut the words off. In the open air. Does the nude in At the Spring by the Italian Giovanni Costa symbolize nature, or does it or does it portray a young girl who has come for a swim? So, Becca, you're going to get some history with this one.
No, Becca, I hadn't. I've heard you talk about your stamps, but I have not had the pleasure of seeing them yet.
She's got a collection. hmm She has a collection of stamps, and uh, and they're all. I believe she said they were all modest. They were all modest, so it wasn't anything gross. So I'm just going to trim this.
Yeah, Dana. Sometimes you just got to let it breathe, don't you, Dana?
Let those puppies free.
That's right.
So yeah, we'll just put that
I
on here.
use a lot of glue.
Bonnie agrees with you, Becca. You need to subscribe to Becca, Bonnie, and then she can show you her collection.
Bonnie is my wonderful, wonderful moderator.
Oh, okay, okay,
Yeah,
wonderful. I was
she
getting
wasn't
ready to ask.
she wasn't there last night. She had ran all over town doing errands and stuff and was just worn out. She tried to stay up.
Look at this lady here. She's got bow and arrow. She's got bows and arrows. She's getting ready to hit the bullseye. Bonnie's already subscribed to Becca. Good, good. And then we have a whole page of monkeys. Look at this monkey. He's sitting down. He could be sitting over here on the tree stump.
Thank
So I'm
you.
going to fussy cut him out. There's several uh, pictures going on in this scene. So I gotta cut around him. So there's his knee. He's got to be cut out too. Kind of hard to follow this one because there's so many other siblings in the picture. Yeah, let's cut the cut the leg out. There's his leg.
Okay, Becca, why did you throw 3 remotes under the bed? Do
She
I
threw.
even want to know?
She's well, she can't. Uh, Becca's handicapped,
Yeah,
so
I know.
if she loses anything under the bed, I'm not sure
Well, it is.
what
She
she's up
said
to.
she'd do it. Ooh, enjoy your supper. She probably threw it at the cat. Yeah, she probably threw it at Storm.
So I'm going to put this monkey over here on this page, and I'm going to try to find him another arm. I'm going to find him another arm. So he's going to sit over there, and I wonder what I did. I have some miniature playing cards, and I don't know where they are. I have a deck of cards.
I'm doing something with cards too.
Uh, and Tuesday night also I did some dyeing. I've dyed some paper with the leftover ink that I have on those ink pads. Instead of throwing them away, I got it in water and dyed some things. This turned out to be a real pale blue. And then I also did a zipper bag, and it turned out really, really
I
nice.
saw that zipper bag. I've got a yeah, Mississippi. I've got to order me some more. I was thinking about taking we use them for the toy family games and stuff. And
Yeah.
I was thinking about stealing one of them, but the hubby told me I need to order some more, leave his game bags alone.
Yeah. Well, uh,
So I'm gonna have to order me some because I want to do that. I
well,
was
yeah.
I was driving home when you was doing that, and I was like, no, I was still at work. I was like, oh man, she's making me want to craft. Because if I'd been home, I would have stole that bag.
Right.
I,
So, but
I
this
would
this
have.
this gives you an idea of what you can do with your storage, even the containers, your containers that you use. You could decorate them to match, to all match if you wanted to, and stuff like that. So I just trimmed that little napkin up. This side looks good. So uh, I can't decide what I'm going to put in it at this point, but I don't think it's. I might just put all these blue papers in here. So I used a variety of school papers, book papers, drafting paper, mixed media
You
paper.
like the way it died?
Huh?
You like the way that ink pad dyed your papers?
That's the first time I did some tea dyeing, probably 5 years ago. So I'm not a perfectionist in anything. This was a stencil, and I like the way the color came off of the stencil onto the paper, and it looks like a rusty bit. So that
Beth, Becca said, "How did the crumble ones turn out? You crumbled some
okay,
up."
okay, they're right here beside me. This was another stencils that I used. One of the girls said, "Put a stencil down," and I go, "Oh my gosh, of course."
Oh,
And
I
this
like that stencil one.
this one is a braille paper. I'm gonna have to fold it. And some more a variety. Here's another piece of braille. I mean stencil. That turned out really good. This was the top
Uh-huh.
side of the stencil, and I had the stencil laying down and this on top of the stencil. So I got a little bit of both. Uh, I liked the way the pink bleed off of the stencil onto the paper. That was cool. And then at the very end, they said Becca said, crumble your paper out, leftover paper, and this was leftover. I took the crumbled paper and just made a stamp out of the crumbled paper, and that's what that turned out to be. I
Oh.
can doodle on this easy. That'll be fun to doodle on. And then there was a little bit of water left in the container, and I wadded paper up and put it in there, and it absorbed everything. And the fan was on in here, and it almost absorbed everything. There's a little bit there that I have left in the tub, but the paper I haven't looked at it yet. So let's look at some of the paper. And this is mixed media paper, so it's kind of thick. That's pretty.
Mm.
And I have a funny feeling that if this ink will move, because I think it's water based ink, and it's Stampin' Up ink. So I'm thinking if I used a lot on this, that's cool right there.
Mm-hmm.
And that one there looks like a dinosaur, but it'd still be fun to play with. And I could put some of this in Happy Mail. So that's different. That's cool. I like these hard lines on this heavy paper. Let's get a skinny paper. This is book paper, writing paper, like a three ring binder, and it didn't absorb. It wasn't enough in the water. But look at that, that edge. That's
I
kind of like
love it.
um, one of those ink blobs. What do you
Uh,
see? What do you see?
that
Look
looks
at
like a pair of lips in the by your hand in the middle.
lips, yeah.
Uh-huh.
This looks like a horse, and this looks like one of those tall things out in Nebraska, those sand spiky things.
Uh-huh.
So, and all of the blue came off of my hands. I went straight into the bathroom after the show and used a nail brush, a brush on them, and every bit of that ink came off my hands. So it's got to be water based. And I believe it or not, I think this is two pieces of paper. Double exposure. Look at
Wow.
that. And I love this edge right here. Look at that. Here we are, ooh and on over trash here. Leave it to us arty people to, to ooh and ah after over some paper that my mother would just throw in the trash. But you'll see how we do things in here. We we do it. We like to do all kinds of things. This is pretty. Look at that explosion. That is beautiful. So, Beckett, we're going to have to do some dyeing, dye paper dyeing one night. I want to do one night of just nothing but stamps, ink stamps and stamps
Uh-huh.
all night long, and I want to do nothing but die cutting one night and using your die cuts all night long. I want to do a whole string on those for sure because we don't I don't use them enough. So anyway, that's most of the paper. This is still wet. That one's still wet. We'll let it dry. So thank you guys. I had fun doing it. It was just the last few minutes of the stream and didn't take very long to do this. And then let it dry overnight. And then I think I showed you the other papers, didn't I? I don't know where they are. But
That
anyway,
last one, that was a dye on the side of the paper, or was it a blue stripe already there?
the blue stripe is already there.
Okay.
It was school paper,
Oh, okay.
3 ring binder,
Mm-hmm.
mead. It's a
Oh, okay.
mead paper, and it had I had them in the rainbow
Uh-huh.
colors.
Uh-huh.
So okay, so that was fun. Um, and then I had Janet Nash on, and 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 she was doing something with the garden. So she had the prompt of a garden, and so I decorated this packing paper with all kinds of different napkins, flowers. So this is going to be a garden, some kind of a garden book when I finish it. So I don't know what I did with the rest of those papers. I know there was more than that. I know I'm not totally crazy, but I guess I put them in here. I couldn't find them. Put them up.
Hey,
So
Terry.
so there's my papers. So I can put these all in the blue folder. So I've got some more of these bags. I can do this one's blue, so I'll have one for each color. I'll have a blue one, and then I've got some more zipper bags, and I'll do all of these. I've got cherry and garden green and some other leftover ink pads. So that'll be nice. So, all right, I'm going to cut this girl out too. I love this girl. She's got her bow and arrows on her, and she looks like she's got a little crown on her head, but I think that's supposed to be the moon. But we can give her a crown, and she's sitting down, so she's going to be sitting on the other log. And she's going to be talking to the monkey. So, um, here's her shoe. And she's got some taffeta fabric on the back of her dress. It's probably like a little cape. If she gets chilly, she can. So she's going to be sitting on the other tree stump, and she's going to show the monkey how to hit the bullseye. So now I just need a bowl or a lid or something to empty this into. I'm looking for a deck of cards. That's not going to work. Okay, let me find something to put that in. Abby, are you ready to go out? I trapped her in here so she wouldn't take off. But you're free to go if you want. So I have this little jar on my desk, and I put anything that's left over on my desk. I put them in these little leftover jars, and you'd be surprised what's in here. And I thought um, I had some little cards, and I put them somewhere else, and I've forgotten where I've put them. But you can use all these little doodads on your reverse collage. There's all kinds of sequins in here, and leftover ribbon and whatnot, and beads. There's a little bit of beads, a little bit of shiny paper. So this is not where it is, but I might remember where I've put it. Put this over here, and I'm looking for a little tiny deck of cards, and I can't remember where I stuck them. I stuck them so I wouldn't lose them. Get some more of that paper. So, Juju, you probably do. You have an art book that you've been working in?
Oh, Juju is so crazy. She's got about 8 right now. She's working out of.
Oh, that's normal.
I got lots of art books.
That is normal.
Yeah.
Totally understand that. Oh, look, I found some new paintbrushes. Oh boy, that's cool. That is super cool. Okay, I've lost my cards, and I had like 3 or 4 sheets of those baby playing cards, and I gave them away, and I kept one little deck, and that wasn't enough. So the next time I order those, I will have to keep more than one deck for me for my stash. So let's put that back up there. But we're still going to put them down. I'm going to get the glue stick out. And in a book like this, you probably want to stick to a glue stick versus the wet glue. And it will keep your pages from buckling so much. Okay, and then we're going to put this monkey over here. And I'm going to find him an arm. He he uh, he needs an arm. Yeah, buddy. Let's see what I do with that other here. Let's see if there's an arm over here. No arm. Okay. All right. So, everybody doing okay in the chat? Sherry's here. I said, is everything okay in the chat room? That's Joe. He thought I was calling him Joe. He's in the kitchen. He's got gloves on, so he's cleaning something. So I'm just wondering if I could make a hand. Just a little something that looks like a hand. Oh, yeah. That's good enough for a hand. I just sort of make believe it there. It can be holding his knee. He's got a hand on his knee. That's much better. So, what have you got on yours so far?
So far, I got a lot going on.
I need to find me a hat.
I have Santa Claus with his camera and his beard.
Oh, goodness. Look at that. Oh, I love the picture frame with the leg coming
Yeah,
out of it.
I got the little girl helping him down here to get on the chair. He's coming after his whiskey.
Oh my
And,
gosh.
yeah, he's coming to play. He's coming to have a man's night with Santa Claus. He's trying to get off the naughty list.
See. So that's all I got so far. Let's see what else I've got. So I've already got some things up here in the front and the clip art section. This is my clip art. And I can use her or her. If you ever get a person like this or something similar, and you're going to fussy cut her out, just kind of do the wavy thing on the hair. You don't have to cut each one of those little curls out. Just make it wavy is good enough. And then you go down her arm. And she's holding a book or a clutch. And it's kind of hard to see her pant leg on the white paper, but we'll make it out. But if ever your figure is too tall for the page that you're working on, I can show you how to shorten her, and you'll never know the difference of how it's done. You you cut a middle portion of her. Ouch, 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 ouch. There's going to be a bruise there. So I got this girl over here, and I'm going to put her in here. And if she's not too tall, she is not too tall. So I'm going to put her in there. But if ever you do get one and it's too tall, what you do is you cut a straight line, either around her waist or on her knees, and then you can scooch the lower portion underneath the top portion and shorten her legs about 2 inches to fit the page. It's real easy to do. So size is not a problem in your art.
I heard you add that last piece.
You heard that, huh?
I did.
So I've got her, and she's going to go over the middle section, and that's another good thing about this book. The way it's binded together, the pages open completely flat, and there's hardly I mean, you see a seam there, but it's together so much. It's not gooey or glued. I think it's sewed together with string. So I'm going to glue her right there. She's going to look pretty right there. So hi everybody. Did I miss anybody? Sherry, uh, Kitty Jen, is she here? Come on in. So I'm just going to put some glue stick down. And this will dry pretty fast. And I think I've got enough down for her. And she's going to barely go over the center. Like that. I love it. Just love it. So, tell everybody of your challenge.
It is the 100 day art project challenge. So it's the 100-day project, and you do some art for at least 15 minutes. You know, it could be 5 minutes if you have to, but they want you to, I think, at least 15 minutes every day of some sort. And mine was, because I, was putting off streaming and everything, mine was to take some selfish me time and go live so I wouldn't have to worry about editing the video. But these teenage boys and stuff, the only time they really go to bed is at, midnight. So the house is quiet at midnight. So I can go on and stream at midnight, and I stream and just do what my art, whatever, whatever's on the agenda there, my little heart desires, whatever selfish thing I want to do to make me happy. So whatever art makes me happy is what I do that day. And we do the art, and we're in our pajamas, and we carry on and just have some fun. And it's been lasting for about an hour. I went 2 hours one night, but it's been roughly an hour every night.
Would you mind maybe taking a little break and show some of your pages?
Sure.
For your thing?
Right. Yeah. And right now we're doing Carrie the Crafter, his mixed media march. I'm doing it as part of my stuff every night too, because I want to do some part of his. And we made a book.
He's fun to watch.
He is. I made a little book, and this is the little book. that I made that we put it in. It don't always wind up in here, but this is, to house most of it. And this was day one. And his thing is it has to be rectangle. So that's, it has to be a rectangle. And it has to have gel print. One gel print on it. It can be, the whole thing can be a gel print, or it has to have at least one piece of gel print on it. It can, be a page because the page is a rectangle. That's the only rule. It has to be a gel print. It has to be rectangle. So I did that one. We did this one here on this page. I did this page here. We did this. That's happening done. And we did that girl. I did this, but this one's not finished yet. But we did this. I covered up that ugly page with this. And then this was another ugly gel page we did, and we covered it up. And then I went back and covered it with some stripes, and then we added these little ladies on here. So that's that one. One night we made Bubba Tina 2.0. So I have Bubba Tina, and Bubba Tina is I've learned is like my I got the ideal from Let's Make a Mess Today, and she calls hers Fat Patty. But it is like a smash scrapbook kind of thing, and I just put everything that makes me happy in it, my collectibles and all that kind of stuff, or my art or whatever I want to do, and you just fill the book up. So we did this, and I did this because I had to make me some more of my stain glue, and it makes it feel like kind of like leather or pleather. And then we did this, and that's a napkin, but it has just paint decorated around it. And then we did that for the back page. This I bought from Miss Pearl, but it's a vintage shelf liner. So I put it down, and then I put the bias tape, and then one of those embroidery floss thread holders on there. And then we did the back of this. I sewed that down. And then this came out of my book. We did that last night. And so far, that's all I did in Bubba Tina 2.8. Becca has got something going on.
What? I'm
and she has the rainbow glue book, smash book, glue book, and that's what I'm doing. I'm doing mine as a rainbow glue book with her. So we work in it some and just put things down the color of the rainbow. And so we've done some of these. I like that one.
Yeah. The rainbow books are really cute, and you just used a magazine
Yeah.
and recycled and colored the edges with just the rainbow colors, and you got like 2 or 3 pages for each color,
Uh-huh.
and that'll be fun to work in, and you can start collecting colors.
We just take a magazine and I glued 2 pages, 2 pages together, and then colored it red and then orange, and then flipped over and colored 2 more orange, and then went to the next color into yellow, so forth and so on. And then at the bottom, Becca had us to do white, white and black, and then rainbow. So I didn't have enough to do 2 of each of those. I did. I had to start just doing like 1.
Yeah. Well, you can always put a tip in.
Yeah, I could put a tip in when we get to that point if I need some more.
I got a little bit of echo. I don't know why.
I don't have anything on. I think. Oof, I need to fix that. And that's the fun part about the magazines and them being junkies and smash books and stuff. If something comes loose or comes out, by you just tape it back in.
Smash it back in there.
Yeah, tape it back in, smash it back in, it'll be all right.
So I found this piece of wallpaper page and I cut it out and it looks great on that green page over here.
Oh, it does.
Looks real good. And there's another one. Don't hang on to that one. Um, so a couple years ago, I started doing things with the rainbow books, and I picked uh, 7 books, and these are Reader's Digest books. And I went through them, and I tore out half of the paper. Um, I would turn a page and rip out several pages, and I would turn a couple of pages and rip out a couple of pages. And this one, and that way there's room for bulk, so that when it becomes fluffy, um, it's not going to get too much more fluffier than this. But it might get out to here before I'm done. But these are all. This is my green book, and I haven't been in these books for quite a while. I've got a lot of ACTs in here. There's one from Janet Nash, and I think that might be from Janet too. But there's some ACTs. There's pockets. This is from Teresa Church, and it's got a little dangle on it with fish, and it's got a doggy. So there's lots of happy mail in here. But anything green goes in here. Becky Waters. So Brenda Ashford. There's all kinds of cute things in here. And there's a postcard from Janet Nash. And she was on with me Saturday night. If anybody wants to go see Janet work, she's a doll to work with. And so that one's green, and I've got a blue one. I put some of my blue paper in here. That's from Mel Joy. I made these little spoon women uh, on the wooden spoons. Made little dolls. And I think this came from, it's a butterfly, and I think it came from Teresa Church. It's made out of a pop can. It's aluminum. It's aluminum. Some tickets and labels in the pockets. But this is the blue book. And if there were any pages in the book, this was a Reader's Digest book, and it had the story of Jaws 2 in the book, but it was blue, so I didn't tear it out. so I kept the blue. So I've got fabric, thread, magazines, stickers, clip art, punch cards. This is a piece of fabric. This was just a dress catalog. Teresa made me this mosaic rose. Oh, and this came out of a children's book, Dick and Jane book, and it says, "Oh, Jane, I see something. I see something blue." So it got put in the blue book. To each whatever you want to do. It's your book. Birds. So a lot of blue in here, and so we should get these back out. There's some of my birds that I make with watercolor. So yeah, so I need to put a rainbow on the envelope and put like 7 envelopes on my desk. And if I find something blue, I can put it in the envelope and then transfer the envelope to the books. So, but they're fun to make, fun to do. This is blue, and then I have a purple one. And we did this one night on my channel, and this is polymer clay. So we made this, Dana and I think Becca played too, and I baked them, and then once it got hard, I glued it onto the purple book because it had purple clay on it, and it's got a lot of empty pages, but I got some purple playing cards in here, some stamps on purple paper. There's some purple flowers, napkin. So anything purple goes in that book. I also have a black and white book, and I need to re-glue that back down. But let's see what we got in the black and white book. There's a black and white napkin. I think that's washi tape. A note card. Here's some homemade washi tape. This is some tissue paper. That's something I printed out. It's a shell. Here's another shell or some sort. Here's a playing card, and I put a black uh, the squeezy thing, the hole, the shank. I got a black card in. I put it in as a little movable. Oh, it came off. Sorry. Uh, Here's I did a black palm tree. That's something else you can do in your book, on your pages. If you like to paint something, I like to do palm trees. So I can take and do any color of a palm tree and put them in all of my rainbow books. So I can do a purple palm tree and a blue one, and etc. So I had thought of doing that, and that's as far as I got in this book. And so anyway, there's furniture, zebras, birds, anything black and white. And I made a cluster with these little dangles, and I think uh, Sharon Lombard gave me the idea to make that. She sent me some things to put in some of my art books. So anything black and white will go in this book. So that's fun. And I've got a orange one, a red one, a pink one, and I guess a green. Is this what color is this one? This one must be. I'm not sure what I decided to do with this one. It's got all kinds. Let's see what it's got in here. Oh, look, there's some money. This must be the rainbow one. I have all colors in it. It's multicolored. See, that should go in the blue book right there. That should go in the blue book. That's my favorite, one of my favorite napkins, and I don't have any more of them. I'm going to stick that in the blue book. But this has got a little bit of everything, multicolored, I guess. All kinds of happy mail. We've done napkin trays. We do a lot of things, and I am taking names for the paper clip trade. If anybody wants to do paper clips, we're making hidden paper clips. And I'm taking names. There's a seahorse. That should go in the blue book. I'm scooching it over. But it might be that this is like extras, anything extra. But but I've got a red book over there too. So anyway, that is my rainbow books. The blue, I use tickets to make tabs on the blue book, and blue is my favorite color, so it's good. That's why it's the biggest book that I have. I could probably easily start a new blue book, very easily. But they're fun to do.
Is it all blues or a particular color of blue that you like?
I like shades of blue.
Okay.
The shades of blue, the blending. There's something about it. There's just something about all of the shades of blue together. It just catches my eye. Like this little pocket is paint blobs, and it's shades. There's a little bit of purple in there. Sometimes you find a little turquoise in it. Uh, but it's a shade. The shades. Uh, the in and out, the blending of it that I love. And that one napkin is has all the darker shades in it, uh, and you can see light and dark in there, and it's the shades of blue. And I did not see this napkin in here unless I missed it. But there's some pages that I can put it in. Is that it there? Nope, something else. So anyway, that's me. And of course, I have a bird book and I have a Happy Mail book. I can't remember what this one is. This is just a book that I put together with random paper. It's like a flow book. I can take anything out of here that I want because they're all tied in with a rubber band that's loose. So I can add paper or take anything out that I want if I want to use it for something. And I made this in front of online one day, and you can use it as a glue book and glue things down, or you can use it as a flow book and use things, take it out and put it in your art and use it somewhere else if you'd like. So this book is a fun book to have, and I've got several glue books or flow books in my room as we speak, and I've got like four signatures, and there's room enough to grow because it goes together real nice. And there's if I want to add more paper to it, and you can see the four signatures, and they're just put in with rubber bands, and they're just cut to size to fit this, this size. And this is probably a reading book. It could be something that I made. It feels like another reading book that I had. Maybe we just covered it up, and it's hard bound, but it's a shell like. So that's something that I have. And here's another one of my books that I used a doily to decorate it with. And this is a flow book, and it's napkins. It's a napkin flow book, and it's got real soft lace in the spines of these. And I've got about 3 signatures in here, maybe 4. And the napkins just fold out and go underneath to make the sandwich, the signature. And you can take any napkin out that you want to work with. So here's the signature here. You can put your finger underneath it. So napkin journals are a lot of fun to make, and I usually use a little golden book to make my napkin books. It's just the right size, and I put a bigger spine in it. I take it apart and put either an inch or 2 inch spine on the back side of this, and then I sandwich the golden books front and back cover to it, and I cover it. So I covered this one with pink, and then I added the doily on the back for the to hold it together. So that's cute. And I did this online. Yeah, that's what we did. So I'm not working in my book very hard,
Mhm.
but I'm having fun showing you all these things. I am. And so I'm gonna put these away to the front.
Oh my goodness. Hold
Come
on.
in.
No, I think that's my daddy. Hold on.
I also have another book that I use to take people out of, and this is a people book. And see, you got all kinds of funny people in there to put on your pages. And I think I've got enough people. I've got this girl in the. Did you see the girl sticker I have sitting in the chair?
I see you. Babe, you're a little wild.
It was a sticker. Oh, I found the chicken book. We've got
Oh,
a chicken book. Here's our chicken book. So I'm putting chickens in this one.
Yeah, trying to get everything
hey,
ready.
hey,
By the time
hey.
you start up.
Hi, is that Chris? She muted.
That's my daddy.
Your daddy.
Or his toes over here.
Yeah,
Oh, good. Be sure and hug him every single time,
he,
Juju.
he brought his toes over here for me to cut.
His what?
His toes. He wants me to cut his toenails.
Oh, here's a time card that Cindy Levin gave me. It's got chickens on it, so it made it to the chicken book. And we started doing chickens last month, so I found the chicken book.
I don't have much in my chicken book. I just got a chicken book. I got to get
I
some.
don't have much in it either yet, but it's there. It's there now. I've got some more cutouts.
What you been doing?
Now these were cut. Some of these cutouts were from my mother's house when she died, and she would always use cutouts and make funny pages out of them. And she would put, like, I heard you need a ride, or she would put something funny, with each funny picture. She would say, and like this, she would say, let's laugh until we cry, you know.
Oh,
She would say something cheesy, funny, you know,
Yeah, thank God.
and we've always done funny books all my life. And if anybody was ever in the hospital, uh, we would always make them a funny book, get well book, and we would use construction paper, old fashioned construction paper, and we would glue 3 or 4 pictures on a page and tell a story, and it would be like a snark, something cute, something funny, like be sure and be sure and eat your. Be sure we know you have great hospital food, and back in those days, hospital food
oh,
was But now it's like gourmet food. They feed you like a king now.
Well, some places.
But so I've been doing, funny books all my life. So I was looking to see and here. See, look at all these kids. Oh, I need a couple of arms so I can use these arms, and I'm going to put arms on that little kid on the table. We'll dress them. We'll dress them up. But don't forget to brush your teeth. All these healthy things go into the funny books. And we would just lay them out on the bed and try to create these pages with 3 or 4 pictures on each page, and then we would write the story. Be a team player. We would. Look at this. Pins and needles.
Oh, goodness.
Do your feet feel like this? Get in out of the rain. And see, he would be a good person to put with that toothbrush.
Oh, yeah, he would.
And then pretty soon you'll be back in the race. You'll get better and you'll be back in the race.
That was cute. That was real cute. I bet you people enjoy that.
And here's another something sitting on the steps, another sitting, and I'll use that in somewhere else in this book for sure. I'll
Oh,
put it up front.
to go or done went.
Huh?
I said that kitty looks like she's got to go or done went.
Yeah. He's let's see, you might be able to fix that up. There's a turkey, cards. There's another cat going to the bathroom. And there are quite a few bathrooms in this book. Here's another kid page. We're gonna take the kids and borrow their clothes. Take your shoes off, kick your feet up, and stay a while. He's walking on nails. So she always collected anything funny. Uh, be sure and do your nails. Don't forget the nail polish. And don't worry about all those pots and pans. They'll keep while you're gone.
I bet you she had a wonderful sense of humor.
She did. She did. She was an art teacher, and she was full of joy and life. Up until the very last minute, she was still full of life. She planned everything to a T. She did. She was our matrion of our family. She was the glue of our family. She was the peacemaker. She was she knew how to do, get us all together. And we all wanted to come home. We all went home. It's so funny, whenever you're not even thinking about it, and we're all at home sitting around talking to each other, and we all came home all the time. Here's your new bathing suit. They're made out of almonds and cashews.
I don't think that would fit.
My grandmother crocheted me a bikini like that when I was like 12 years old, and she made me put it on. And it was a crochet bikini halter top.
Oh my goodness.
It was awful. I kept it for a few years, but I never wore it. Now here's something. Whenever you get jewelry, this is great for crowns on your people's heads and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So get you an old jewelry catalog, watches. Look, there's more of them kids. Under jams. Spend the night. There's some of them green guys on that Mucinex. It's a whole family.
I like those little green guys.
It's a family of mucus.
Hey, Janet.
Uh,
Hey,
Hi,
Janet.
we're playing. We are playing. We are goofing off. So, oh, there's a note from my mom, and it's her handwriting.
Oh.
Yes, sir. Hug your family, guys. Hug your family. Oh, look at this bird. This bird needs to go in this book. All right. Angela's here. Hi, everybody. Ava's here. So we're doing a reverse collage in our nomad book. And I found me some arms to put on my little statue over here. Let's see if I can fit him. This guy's got 2 arms. Let's see if I can borrow his arms. I think they'll be just the right size. So there's one. And I can adjust the height. Oh, yeah.
Y'all, Fat Daddy done went to sleep over here snoring. Can y'all hear him snoring?
Your cat?
Yeah, he's laying here asleep.
Nope, I can't hear him.
Bless.
Is he purring too?
Yeah, he does a funny purr snore. His little tail just a flicking it. He thinks he owns my craft desk. You know,
I see.
he just allows me to sit here and play.
So I'm just going to put some glue down and see if I can get that one there. It looks natural. And this one's got to go up because he's going up. You see, you're never going to know that statue didn't have any arms. Look at his arms.
That's cool.
And then we might be able to put a shirt on him. Let's see if I can find a decent shirt. Of course, it could be any solid color. Like there's some purple up here on the wall. And I can take this purple and make a shirt out of it. And that's what we'll do. We'll make us a shirt. Okay. And we'll cut the shirt off. Get this shirt off about right there. Like that. Put a little glue down and put him a t-shirt on. So there's his shirt. See, now he's got a shirt on. And then you could take a blue pencil over his pants and make him pants. And then a black pencil for his shoes. He's got on boots. So we'll find another shade for the boots. Like that. Okay. So we don't need any more kids. So we'll save this for another day. Put that back in the file. I still got this flower. Going to put it down. So how you doing over there? You doing okay?
I am doing good. I'm putting my border on.
What have you got done?
I got my story done.
You got your story down there?
I do. I was thinking I needed a little bird, so I need to find me a little bird.
Oh, yeah. Put a bird on it.
I think it needs a bird.
And I'm going to go. Go with the rabbit trail. Joe bought me some new rings. He said I could wear them online.
Oh.
He bought me some fancy rings. He went to the Habitat secondhand store. He thought I needed some more rings.
Well, that was sweet of Mr. Joe.
Mm-hmm. So, while we're playing and talking about stories, let's get the audience, let's get the chat room to play with us and I have a game, and gosh, somebody sent me this game. It's story dice game. So I have dice, and they have pictures on them. So, uh, so the thing to do with the game is I got a little notebook in here, and we get to there's pictures on the dice, and we take turns. Somebody takes the next dice and tells a story. And so if I've already used your storyline, whatever you come up with, then you let everybody else take a chance to play too. So we let everybody we try to let everybody play. So I'll get a new page in the book and get a pen, and here's the dice. So whoever can think of something first, you start off with one little sentence or one word, and I will call out the pictures so that you can see them. Actually, I can maybe do this. Put the dice in the box. So there's a teepee and a clock, and it looks like it's 5 o'clock. Nope, it's 4 o'clock somewhere. There's a smiley face, a castle chess piece. There is a keyhole and a bee and a telephone, cell phone. And this looks like it could be, I don't know, is that a dragon? What is that?
That looks like a dragon.
Dragon and a turtle. So there's 9 uh, dice. So who wants to go first? Say something. Come on, Janet. What are you going to start the sentence at? We're going to use every one of these and give everybody a chance to make the sentence. Time, okay?
Okay, hello.
Oh, cat fight. Ava, what would you say with one of these with the time? What would you say with time? Like once upon a time. Okay, I'm going to say once upon a time. There was a keyhole. Say the sentence. There was a keyhole. It's time to begin. Now, if you've already said something, then you need to let everybody else play. So, once upon a time, there was a keyhole. Come on, everybody. Can you see can you see them? We did time and keyhole. These are the ones that are next.
Clock. Once upon a time.
We got the time, we got the clock. Once upon a time, there was a keyhole. I've used these two. Now let's use the rest of them. The queen had a key. Thank you, Dana. The magic keyhole. The queen um,
Had the key.
had a key.
When we looked through it, we
How
saw.
about a magic key?
Yeah.
A magic key. The queen bee had a key. We could put bee in there. The queen bee had a key to the castle. Okay. Are y'all catching on? Uh, when we looked through the keyhole, we saw a dragon, a smiling faced dragon. The queen bee had a smiley face. A smiley faced dragon. The queen bee had a key to the castle. When she looked through the keyhole, she saw a smiling faced dragon. A smiley faced dragon. Okay. Then I have a TP, a phone, and a turtle. And the castle had a turtle. Okay. In the moat. Okay. I think we put Vanessa and Ava on our prayer list along with Teresa. Ava's going to have surgery on Tuesday. Teresa's going in to have her pacemaker replaced. There's the turtle. We can say the tent on the other side of the moat had a phone for you to call to have them lower the drawbridge. Are y'all with me?
Sounds good to me.
There was a tent with a phone so you can call to have the drawbridge lowered. There we go. We used them all. So, are y'all catching on now? The dragon kissed the queen bee. Ooh. That would have been cute too in there. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. We'll shake them up again and pull them out here and see what we come up with. So we have a key, another key. We have a key. We have the earth. I've got the world here. Looks like the earth. And then this looks like nighttime. Let's see. There's is that, I'm not sure what, is that somebody sleeping? ZZZ. I think it was midnight. I think it's midnight and someone's sleeping. There's a tree. There's a I don't know what the L stands for. And then we have the uh, the smiley the acting face mask, and we have an it looks like an alien. We look like a magic wand and a turtle again.
We got a chicken little. In the entire world, Stephanie said there isn't a signal.
In the entire world, okay, there isn't a single. Okay, starting a new page. Okay, guys, this is the first line. In the in the entire world, there wasn't a single wise turtle, as Goldie said. Wise turtle. And coming out of a tent. Oh, that was the last one. Okay. This one doesn't have a tent. And here are the ones left over here. We did the world and the turtle. With a alien friend. Gotcha.
They take the magic ale and spread love all around the world.
Spreading L is spreading love around the world. Okay. Uh, taking a magic wand. The magic wand and spreading love. And that's okay. We used world again. Spreading love around the world. So we got the keys, the Z's, and that could be, yeah, it is. It's a happy face that's asleep. I see the eyes and the mouth. That's a happy face or a smiley face with the Z's that's sleeping. A tree and the mask. An alien mask friend. Okay. Alien mask friends. I thought that was a pocket watch. Yeah. It's someone sleeping with a key and a tree. In the entire world, there isn't a single wise turtle with an alien masked friend taking a magic wand and spreading love all around the world while we sleep, while we sleep, while we sleep, while we sleep. And then we hide the key under the tree. In the entire world, there isn't a single wise turtle with an alien masked friend taking a magic wand and spreading love all around the world while we sleep. The key, the key to happiness is sitting under a tree. The key to happiness is sitting under a tree. How that? That's pretty good. That's one of the best ones we've ever done. So, want to do it one more time? Juju, do you like to paint?
I did.
You do?
Mhm.
Okay. After we play one more game, we'll paint something. Do you have a picture of something that you might want to try to paint?
Oh no, I'm gonna let you choose because mine's gonna look really bad.
Well, I'm just saying you might have something that's up your alley. I mean, I do all kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah, I do it too.
Okay.
I
Okay.
just try whatever because
Do you have a an older book that we can look through and see some of your artwork while we're playing?
sure
I'm putting you to work, girl.
you
Hi,
are.
Lamont. We're playing a game, Lamont. We're rolling the dice. Okay. If it's something that we've already had, I'm going to flip it. I'm going to flip it once. Okay. So here we go. We've got an eye, a magnifying glass, a lamb, a book, a plane, a light, a star, a flower, and some scales. One, two, three, go. Who wants to go first? Once upon a time, there was a lamb. There was a lamb playing. Okay, we'll put the lamb playing. Okay, I heard a plane fly above. All of the stars. Okay, I'm going to make the lamb a she just because she heard a plane flying above the stars. So we've got the plane and the stars. Okay. Here's what's left. The lamb was playing among the flowers. Okay, I got the flowers in there. My eye was looking through a magnifying glass as I was in the airplane and I saw the lamb. Okay. All right. Hang on. Hang on. This is like a sentence, and the next sentence says, as I was flying, we want to use the plane again. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. As I was flying the plane, my eye caught the lamb. Let's see. As I was flying the plane, when I was flying the plane, my eye caught the lamb playing among the flowers. It's kind of like a different scene at this in another scene. As I was flying the plane, my eye caught a lamb playing among the flowers. The flowers. I didn't get the magnifying glass, but as I was flying the plane, my eye caught a lamb playing among the flowers. And then, I got an idea. Okay. I thought you were saying that you had an idea that you were going to share. Okay. And then I catch on a little bit slow. I know. And then I got an idea. The idea to write a book a close to write a close-up book of the court system, of the court cases. I don't know. Once upon a time, there was a lamb playing among the flowers. She heard a plane flying above the stars. As I was flying the plane, my eye caught a lamb playing among the flowers. And then I got an idea to write a book, a close-up book of 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 the court cases. And that was all of the dice. As I was flying the plane, I saw a close that like flowers, looked like flowers. Okay. Juju's over there doing a flip through her little book. Perfect little glue book. Love it. Okay. So that was fun. Did you know today was 313? It is
3 and
313.
3 and 3 and 6 and 1 is 5 and 5 and 5 is 5 and 5 is 10. 10 and 1 plus 3 is 1. Today is 1. It's a 1 day. Yay.
All right. And I think I will put a little date. Sometimes I forget to put the dates in my book, and it's an ongoing game. But I'm going to put today's date on that page, and I'm going to put with JUJU because I did that page with JUJU. There. Okay. So there's that game. So there we go. So now we could put this away for next time. Story dice game. We play it every so often. I don't know why, but how I books don't go in there. Let's try that way. There we go. So, I'll hold my book up. I'm getting ready to close it. But I did a few little pictures. I put some clothes and an arm on that little boy statue, and then we've got us a girl over here sitting on a chair, and we've got another girl lady over here sitting on the tree stump in the garden, and she's playing cards with the monkey. And the monkey needs a hat, so I'll have to think of a hat to put on him. Thank you, Lamont. So we've been working in this with this book. It's a reverse collage book, and it's one of my favorite books to work in. So we're going to see if we can't paint something next. And painting is also just anything goes, mixed media. Uh, you can use your watercolors or your markers or just about anything you want to use. And I'm going to get my sketchbook out. And is there anybody that would like to sign up for the hidden paper clip trade? So we could do chickens. We've been doing chickens. There's a fairy. So I'm going to look on my phone and see if I can't find a picture. This guy here, he needs something, and maybe he needs tail feathers out the back. He looks kind of bare. So, but we can find something in my photo file of something to paint. And I have started over here the paper clip trade. And I've got to add Lori Beth. Lorth. And that's Goldie's sister. She wants 3 and 1, which would be like a shut-in or someone that's not playing along that might like to have something. Okay. Now, anybody else want any hidden paper clips that said they were going to make some? Sharon Lumbaugh would like to have 3.
What are you talking about?
That's my bank account.
Okay.
I'm just telling you. I got paid.
Are you gonna move half that to your safe?
Okay.
The chairs are true.
I'm going to show you
It's a honey.
real quick, as fast as I can go. I'm going to show you how you can make a paper clip. How you can make a paper clip.
Here.
And I've got this. This was off some Happy Mail. So I'm just going to take a strip of this, and I'm going to make a paper clip out of it.
I want you.
A hidden paper clip. So all I need is a paper clip. So you're going to take your paper and you're going to fold it together in half. I took a strip. And doesn't matter how long it is. Doesn't matter at all. And then you're going to put your paper clip right here. Then you're going to take and you're going to put some glue. You're going to, am I in the picture? So I folded that paper in half, and it's some painting papers. Fold it in half, put your paper clip on. Then you're going to fold the front up to the top, glue that down. We're going to glue this down. Like that. And after I finish this, we're going to paint something. So here's my glue. So we're going to fold that one up to glue the front of the paper clip. Flip it over and do the same thing to the back of the paper clip. Add some glue. And then you're going to fold this up to cover the back side of the paper clip. And then you have your hidden paper clip is in here. Okay? So if you want, you can curve your corners if you want. You can cut this into a heart. Make a shape out of your paper clip, or a triangle, or a piece of candy of some sort. So here's your hidden paper clip down in here. And I just made a, I don't know, a piece of candy maybe. But it goes onto your paper as a paper clip. The paper clip is hidden. And there's your, and we've got a little butterfly right here. There's a little butterfly. And we're going to put it on the front of our paper clip. Oh, and that didn't glue down very good because my glue didn't come out. So we'll glue that back together. And there's your hidden paper clip. And you're going to need 2 paper clips per person when you mail your paper clips. You can put a pocket on there. You don't have to put anything on there if you don't want to. It's there's no right or wrong. You can watch a movie on hidden paper clips and see other ideas. It's wonderful to find, new ways to do it. So there's another hidden paper clip there and there. I just folded it up and glued it, put the paper clip in the middle, and there you have a hidden paper clip. Okay, is there any other directions? This is March. Your March trade should be already in the mail. You've got till the 15th. If you don't have it in the mail yet, please get it in the mail before the 15th. As soon as everybody gets their trades, caught up, then we will begin. I will give out names for the hidden paper clips. So, Dana, you want to make some hidden paper clips? So there's 4 right here. So I would put 2 of these in a paper clip or in an envelope, and 2 in another envelope. And you would probably maybe put an extra stamp on if it's got any thickness in it, if it's got a key on it, or if it's got another love on some kind of jewelry on it. You might need to put an extra stamp on it for the thickness. But it should take one envelope, one stamp if they're completely flat. So that's the story of the hidden paper clip. If we're going to move on and paint something. Okay. So we'll get this out again next time and add to it. So let's look on my phone for a picture. I found this in my bedroom. This should go on whatever I'm going to do. This should go on it. So let's see what my pictures say. Let's go into the photos. We can do a pet. Juju, what would you like to do? I'm going to show these pictures and tell me which one you want to do. We've got a dog. We've got a cow.
Okay.
That's one of them northern cows.
You're one of them northern cows.
Yeah, I have a lot of hair. There's another dog. We can do an owl. And we've got another dog.
I like that owl.
You want to do the cow? Okay, we're going to do the cow. You don't have to twist my arm very far. So I'm going to post this in my Facebook page, and I can send it to you on Messenger as well.
Okay.
So that you can have a close-up to it. And that way you can have it by your side. Do you have a phone to look at it?
I do.
Okay. So there's that, and I'll post it in the group. Okay. So we're going to do a cow tonight. Now he looks like he's got a piece of rope around his mouth. He's got like a little harness on him. And he would be real cute with a cowbell on him too. These are northern cows. The northern cows live in the highlands, and they have more fur for the cold. They can stand cold. So okay, not gonna be able to use that. So I'm just going to use my pen and start drawing. I used to do it in pencil, but I'm much braver now. And as you practice, you get more braver and you can start using pens. So this little cow, he's got a horn over here. And a horn over here. And then he's got an ear. He's got big ears. That looks good. And then he's got a big eye right here. Better to see you with, my dear. So there's that. So, Juju, how many pets do you have?
I have a dog, American Bulldog, and then I have 2 cats. Fat Daddy, Casey. That's the one that thinks he owns my desk. And the other one is my husband's cat, Chloe.
Okay.
And then the fight that y'all heard was because we have a stray. I think it's a neighbor's cat, maybe that she put it back outside or something. I don't know, but he keeps coming over here trying to get into the house, and Fat Daddy doesn't want to have any of that going on.
I see. He is not wanting to be neighborly.
He says you ain't coming over here with his women. Well, my cow looks like it's possessed. It looks a little rough, y'all. I need to get some.
I got to get some fur on my head over here. He'll look cuter underneath the hair.
Yeah.
So, okay.
I can't do eyeballs.
So I'm just going to go ahead and do I want to do this in pencils? I've been into pencils lately. So maybe I'll start with a pencil and get some. See, this is a green. I could do some grass. Got some grass going on here. Let me get my pencil sharpener out over here. Or paint. Let's do paint. I haven't done paint for a while. Teresa can do eyeballs. She can do good eyes. She likes to do girls' eyes. So I'm going to use a darker shade of brown first. And I'm just going to paint right out of the jar. Because that's the way I roll. And we're going to start off with some fur. See if I can get this going here. I've got a freeloader on my paintbrush. So the ticket to this kind of a drawing is layers of, and I'm starting off with a darker shade of fur, and then I'm going to top it with the lighter shade of fur. And so it's going to be a blend of browns and taupey colors. Like that. So let's do some more on this ear. Like that. Is anybody else painting along? Are you going to draw it tomorrow?
As I was saying,
No. So I'm going to go ahead and go on down to here. You find her? Well,
I didn't go out front, but me and Nora walked around back, and
well, maybe you better check on her. Our little sweet Abby.
there's I seen on the fingers there's a big dog up around the Edgewater Church.
Yeah.
What line? What did that say?
Yeah. Been a lot of dogs sneaking out of the house lately.
Oh, I
They've been
know it.
sneaking out.
It's getting brave.
Both of them are.
They being brave little bad girls.
Well, we this Ring camera has gone viral. Everybody's getting those Ring cameras, and every time they see a stray dog, they report it, take a picture of it, and report it.
Lord.
And they it's like the new way to communicate with the neighbors. It's a new thing
Without going outside.
without leaving the house. Yep.
Yeah. Will you pick me up some bread while you're out? I seen where you went to the store.
Who?
A good lady who was watching somebody that was going to the store.
Was that on there?
No.
Oh, okay. I was listening to say, good Lord.
Good
He's
Lord.
making up his own stories.
I know, right?
Is that you, Juju?
It is.
How are you?
I am good, Mr. Joe. How you doing?
Well, just wonderful. I was walking out with the dog, and garbage day is tomorrow, and I started cutting twigs and stuff.
He
Yeah.
likes it outside.
I like to work outside.
He does.
When I work 24/7.
He still works 24/7.
I can't stand being cooped up.
He's just like his mama.
If I get cooped up too much, I start wanting to clean.
Okay, so that's one brown. Now let me get a lighter brown. I'm going to use this was chocolate, and now I'm going to use territorial beige, which is kind of like a desert color. So that's next.
Oh, have you looked at the moon tonight?
Come look at my sad little cow.
I don't think he's sad. Oh, look at his ears. Oh, I love his ears. He looks cute.
Yeah. He's trying.
You just keep going, layers and layers, and that's what it takes. Little layers and layers. And if you have to get you a smaller paintbrush, then you go for it. He's got his mop. His little mop hair is going to be like that. I think my ears are a little bit too big for him, but he'll grow into them,
He
right?
looks like he's got.
Dumbo did.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what they are. They look like wings to me.
Well, he's going to be like that flying nun. You know,
Oh yeah.
he's going to be just like Sally.
Sally.
We'll just name him Sally.
There's a
He's
good picture.
Sally. Mm-hmm. Oh, was that tonight?
Spot on.
Look at what's in my backyard.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you got to get it right. There's a moon in there somewhere.
It's right here.
Uh-huh. I see it.
There it goes. Take it out a little bit more, out just a little bit more, and right there, and it comes in that.
Wow.
Isn't that pretty?
That's that blood moon that they're having tonight, right?
And
It might be, yeah.
I see the
think
same scenery in the morning when the sun comes up.
Yeah, but it's when it starts coming up,
We are very
it's hot.
very very lucky where we are. Somebody's cooking. Who's in the kitchen?
Chris, he's making supper.
Who's making stuffing?
See,
Oh,
Joe. Chris is making supper.
oh, supper.
Supper.
Wow, supper. Well, mine's still in the freezer. I got to get it out.
Don't get too excited. I think we having chili dogs.
We
Chili
we have chili dogs.
We do chili
Yeah, I think the boys are having chili dogs.
Matter of fact, I got chili dog meat in a can, and Beth says, "We ain't eating that. You don't know what that is."
The
Well,
sauce out of the can. Oh, I don't do sauce out of the can.
it went from meatloaf to chili dogs.
Yeah.
And you got your youngins living at home?
I do. I have a 17-year-old and a 19-year-old still at home.
Oh my.
Boys, and they're
You
boys.
got good grass cutters.
I guess you don't have to worry about your grass.
Mm-mm.
Do you ever watch those shows on YouTube where they cut grass?
Yeah, I do.
I do too. I like to watch the Blessing Boys.
Is that the ones that go around and cut the grass for the people who don't know?
Yeah, they do it. Well, all of them grass and cutting shows, they do it for free.
Uh-huh.
Now this is my baby.
That's our youngest dog.
Oh.
She's 17.
Is it Abby?
That's
That's
Abby.
She can't see, and
She's blind as a bat.
blind as a bat.
She's got
Barely
cataracts. she just had a little bath, and Joe had her all tucked up in the towel. He used one of my fancy towels.
walks. Well, sure.
He didn't know how to get a dog towel.
You ain't got a dog towel for her.
Well, I would say Abby don't need a dog tail, does she, Mr. Joe? She needs a
No,
tail.
well, yeah, she does really, but
Yeah.
that's her little baby.
Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of warm.
Yeah, we've had her a long. I was telling the girls how long we've been married, and I've forgotten how long we've been married.
Sure. I'm trying this on the code, because I can't see.
98, wasn't it?
97.
7.
I was a tax write-off that year.
Well, that's okay. You was a pretty good tax write-off, wasn't you?
I think so, because we got married on the 31st, and that was his birthday, and of course New Year's. So that's our anniversary. But shoot, I have to look up every year and subtract my birth date. I can't remember how old I am. That's pretty bad.
I did that one year. I kept saying that I was 24. I was 24. I was 24. And somebody said, "No, how old are you really?" And I was like, "Hold up."
I've done that before and missed it. And my mom says, "No, honey, you're older than that." Yeah, I've done that before. So there's my
Push it
face.
You need to do it with one.
So let's see. Dana said, Scott said, hi, hey, Joe.
Hey, Scott, buddy.
We need to come over for dinner.
Yeah, what you cooking? Beth don't cook no more, I don't think.
No, I don't cook
Maybe
anymore.
we could go up to the fish place and eat again.
Oh, I don't want to go to Aunt,
No, not that one.
Aunt,
We went to,
what's her name?
no, Rich, Mosquito Bay.
He's never been there. They've never been there.
Oh, he took somebody there. There's cripples there.
Well, that wasn't him.
Um,
So I'm going to put a little bit of gray in it now. I could probably start
they're
putting
not the
some
best
white.
anyway. You know where the best is.
Where's the bed?
Look at it.
Yeah, Dana and I had lunch in there.
Y'all have what?
Lunch.
Lunch there? You would have lunch the other night. If I would have been longer coming home.
Just going to add a little bit of gray. I don't know that he's got any gray, but I'm going to put a little bit of gray in
There's
it.
my kitty.
Why don't you go find Abby?
She's here.
Oh, okay. I thought you said the kitty.
Well, the kitty's here too.
Oh.
And there's Abby. They code trailing.
Okay.
Scared somebody's gonna get something.
Well, she wants a can of Friskies. I know what she wants.
Oh, there she goes. Take off. Chase me. You're it.
Catch me if you can.
JUJU, where you at?
Mississippi.
That's right. You told me that the other day.
You know where Brian Dickey lives? He lives in Mississippi.
Said MISSMSSIPP.
Mm-hmm. Now I know that this is not really pretty, but you know it has to go through an ugly stage.
Well, let's just hope this one comes out the ugly stage on the other side.
Right.
long as it comes out to the other side.
Oh, okay. I see. I thought I was gonna say something to JUJU about that. Looked like you got a.
I think JUJU is letting on.
You look like you got a TV screen in your chest.
Huh?
Your TV's up, but it's you.
Huh?
Oh, you're talking about this here?
I thought
That's his nose.
That's his what?
His nose. His snout.
That big white thing?
This here is going to be his nose.
Oh, okay.
That's a cow.
Who's used it?
Holy cow.
Holy.
It was on.
Yeah. It's a
Oh, it's
whole.
a cabin.
That's what I was thinking.
Oh, now you're getting to see the big picture.
What did they do?
I hadn't, they went from Greenwood to Cleveland and
I
back.
thought it was the butterfly. Ooh,
Uh,
So I put $10 in. It's got 3 bars on it now.
mm. I don't know what they did.
Mm-hmm. So on it because I got all the way over that way and looked down. Just happened to look down. The light popped on.
Hi, Chris.
Hey.
Hey.
Yes, I guess some boys been running around in it.
Mhm.
I'm glad you put some gas in it for me because I might would have ran out.
You would have made it to town, but
I would have.
yeah.
Good.
I just hope it still stays under where it is now.
The 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 gas.
Yeah,
I do too.
I think it was 260. But
Ours is 259.
Ours is 259.
okay. Circle K.
Double quick.
We don't have Circle K's. On the coast we do, but not here.
We got racetrack out there too.
Yeah.
We used to have a racetrack. We don't know.
Well, we do on the coast. We have some.
Yeah, that's probably
How far are you from the Gulf?
Oh, about 4 hours.
Okay. We're 4 minutes.
You know, since 4 minutes.
From what they go?
Uh-uh. Uh, you're in Florida, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Florida.
We're at Florida.
Right below Daytona Beach.
Right below Daytona Beach.
I've been to Daytona Beach.
Most people know where that is.
Yeah. He's
Been
been there.
at least once in your lifetime.
At least once. Oh, that's too hard and it dried and I smushed it.
Tampa,
Tampa.
and I lived in Orlando.
They got a great camping site over across the, I call it a creek. If there's any water in between, I call it a creek. But it's at a wildlife, national wildlife area out on the main thing right there on the ocean. But they got camping sites and stuff. We never did stay there. Only thing I ever did there is go out and I think we went out in the boat right there at the dock. They got plenty of docks and plenty of areas. They got them little uh, cabin that the guys when they all come down on bike week a couple weeks ago. They can
I've
rent
been
it.
to Daytona 200.
Be out right there in Mission area, Mission Road area.
White Week.
Uh-huh.
I've been to Daytona 200 before.
That's a bike week is Daytona 200.
They
Right.
have the Daytona 200 in Bike Week.
Oh, damn bike week.
Good flea markets too, right there in Daytona. Must have been 300,000 people there.
I bet you that was noisy.
On
Can be.
just luckily it was right there beside 95 where they had enough room to get in, get out, and get out of the way. It still was crowded every year.
Seeing all that mess.
It's a popular event.
Yeah. I don't. That's not when me and Dennis and all them went down
Shit.
100 years ago. We went down on well, it was Easter weekend that we were off from school. I guess. Those three of us. We drove all the way from Kentucky down there.
Mm.
And that was a drive. And got there and ended up the strangest thing. We were 16, 17, almost 18 years old. Got there and all the cheerleaders from where we went to high school were all there. Yeah,
Are you sure you didn't follow them down
I
there?
had no idea. I wasn't in sport back
I
then.
guarantee you somebody knew they were down there.
You didn't know they were down there, did you, Mr. Joe? You was innocent.
I was.
You was.
Well, we're just three of us, three guys.
Mm-hmm.
One of them had a fairly new car, my closest buddy, and we all were football players. But we still didn't know the cheerleaders were going to be there.
Lucky you.
And but the thing that it is, the coolest thing, and I always tell everybody, it was the Beach Boys were there from California at Daytona Beach during it was
Spring-
either like
Spring break.
spring break.
There.
Well, there's another one. Let's see now. I expect I better get them little eyes in there.
That's been in the late 60s, early 70s.
What did we name this fella? We named him. I named this guy,
Sue, wasn't it?
huh?
Suey.
No, Susan, Sue. Let's see, because I made a joke about a boy named Sue. So was it Susie or
No,
Suey? That's a what
Sue.
type you call,
That's how you call
that's
it.
what you call a pig. What you talking about? I mean, I know it looks rough, but it don't look like a pig.
He's got a. We're going to work on his mouth here. Might have to get his tongue sticking out there a little bit.
He needs some eyebrows for I know it's a guy. I just did now see his eyes. His eyes need to be bigger or something.
Well, his eyes are going to be covered up with this hair. The hair in his eyes.
Okay.
How's that look for his eyebrows?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I could draw.
Huh?
I knew that was dad earlier. Big
Yeah,
Mama
because he's the
Dora.
only one beat something like that. Yeah. I don't think they look too bad when I shave it with the markers.
Okay, there's his eyes.
Now, if you was taking put a light color in between his tip of his ear, going back to his eye, and make it look like a shade, you know how that would maybe.
You need a 3D ear.
Well,
You
yeah.
want me to show his ear canal?
No, I don't need his ear canal. It's up in there,
But
just
his
right
ears
there,
are going to be
yeah.
like
Just
here.
just a stroke or two is all you need on it.
Yeah.
Light color stroke.
I'll fix.
And they're just the rib of his ear is brown, or a little darker, like you got now. You got all the colors there.
About every color in the world.
Yeah, the one in the middle. I'm not talking about that. It's not. It's okay. I shouldn't even be talking to you about it. I ain't got my glasses on, and if I can't read
Well, everybody's been complaining that you don't have a pencil in your hand.
the pencil, oh, I know it.
They think you should be arting along with me.
I see your little snout. It looks good.
I'm not done. I got tons to do.
I know you get
You
everybody
gotta give
all
me
wound
you
up,
gotta
and
give me a
then you
chance.
then you put the big roller on it, finish it off.
Gotta give me a chance.
Julie, what's your little guy's name? Or Julie. See, I can't even see it. I thought that said Julie.
Hey,
Juju.
Belinda, come on in. Um, yeah.
I can do the sounds.
Yeah, you can sound like a
Matter of
cow.
fact, I can walk 85 feet
We
away.
named him earlier. What did I name him?
I wasn't paying attention because
I forgot.
I didn't know what it was. I thought it was wings.
He don't look like he's got wings now, does he? I'm not
Well,
finished.
what did we name these cows?
I don't need any negativeness right now.
I'm sorry.
Need to name mine Rhonda.
Rhonda,
Yeah.
help me, Rhonda. Help
Yeah.
me,
I
Rhonda.
was singing that too. When you said that. Hey, Rhonda.
Is
Now,
that a Beach Boy song?
It
Yeah,
is.
that was the 70s, wasn't it? Or 60s.
I think 70.
Did y'all have a nice little time? See, if you sit in the car, you could go get ice cream from free
Oh.
if you're a good dog.
Oh, I thought he talking. Miss Beck was talking to the puppies.
What?
I thought he was talking to you, and he's talking to the puppies.
No, I was talking to the dogs. They're right here at our feet.
I know. I thought you was telling Miss Beth y'all could go get an ice cream cone, and then I realized you was
I
talking.
could sit in the car real good and be good.
Yeah. And I thought, Lord. And then
What the what?
I thought, oh, he is talking. He is talking to the puppies. He's not gonna get Miss Beth an ice cream cone. He's getting the dogs an ice cream cone.
I couldn't let Nora do that because she would be wanting to go every night before she went to bed. Come on, Dad, let's go. She'd be sitting out there at the truck. Let's go, let's go. What did I start now? She's asleep.
Who, Nora?
Yeah, she's out like a light.
She's a night owl. She stays out on the porch till the wee hours of the night.
Yeah, she does.
She likes
She,
the cold.
I think she's got a broken heart. Her,
Oh.
Conan, he's gone. I think they're gone.
Her neighbor,
Yeah,
our neighbor's dog would come over and visit Nora, and I think Nora needs a playmate.
Oh.
So I've been telling Joe that we've been looking, kind of looking.
she's what? Is she what? 7 years old?
I think she's about 7. Mhm.
Kona, he's a bird dog, big, tall, linky. He's rougher than two dogs.
You go give that kitty cat a little bit of cat food.
Oh, she'll bring it back over, or we'll go over there or something. No, we can't, because she won't get in the,
Will you go give that cat some cat food?
was that what you said?
Yeah,
I couldn't hear you. That
I
fan's
know.
blowing in my
I
ear.
know. You can't hear. You don't have your eyeglasses on.
Eyeglasses. Only got one of them.
He can't hear. He can't see my lips. Read my lips. We won't hold it against him. So I got some of this real pretty blue metallic. Wouldn't that look good in the background? Ooh, um, I'm gonna do a
Yeah,
one of these type of things with the paint
we have.
and the
Is
sponge.
this true?
We're gonna expunge it. We'll get the big sponge out, and we'll get the palette, and we're going to use metallic.
Oh, it ain't
This
gonna
is called turquoise blue, but isn't that pretty? Let's see if it's open. Yep, it's open. I bought me some new metallic paints.
Oh yeah.
I don't even have them all out of the box yet. Let's, well, we could just use this sponge. That ought to be good enough to start out with. So, we're going to just do a little bit of this. And just do a little pounce. That's what it's going to look like on the background. Okay. Well, I don't need all that paint, that's for sure. Way too much paint. I don't know where the back of this cow is. We're not we're not going to fret about it though.
Mine looked in the mirror and decided just had to donate itself to the freezer.
Donate itself.
To the freezer.
Oh,
Mhm.
well, not until he's full grown. Daddy tried to dabble with cows. We had chickens one time, and that lasted just for one season, and then they became Sunday dinner, for a while. And then we had he tried rabbits, and he wouldn't let any of us kids go out and see the rabbits. We were not allowed out there whatsoever. Uh, and then he tried cows. So the we had two cows, and one was Ham, and the other was Burger. And Ham died, but Burger was pretty good. We couldn't eat Ham because he got sick, and we didn't know, if we could eat. I don't know what. I guess Dad just buried him. And then we had a big bull, and he was Beauregard, and he turned out to be very expensive steaks, very
Oh
expensive
no.
because if they get sick, you got to have a vet come out. Man, that can really cost a lot of money, and if
Uh-huh.
they have to have special shots, medicine stuff. So it was not um, a money saving thing for us to have the farm life. So that was the last of that. So, but he always did have a garden, and so that helped us a lot to have the garden. We canned green beans and corn and pickles and sauerkraut, all that good stuff.
Yeah, we did too. Tomatoes.
Yeah, tomatoes. And we discovered that we liked frozen green beans and corn. And so he got us one of them big deep freezers, and and it was full of green beans and corn.
Mhm.
And then we had a front porch. So downstairs in the basement, that part of the porch was our cellar. It was cool because it was halfway in the ground.
Mhm.
So that's where we put all our tomatoes and canned goods that she canned. Summertime, well, she was a teacher, so she was off in the summer, and that was, kind of her main job is to do the canning in the summer. And so we all strung beans and now the corn. Daddy liked to do the corn because he wanted to cut all off the core, the cob. And so we would blanch the corn, and then he would cut. He would do all the cut with the sharp knife. So and then, and then the green beans, we'd do the same thing. We would blanch them, and then we would put them in freezer bags. And then that way, when they were ready to cook, you just take them straight out of the freezer and throw them in a pot with a little bit of water. And Mama boiled them real fast. And then as soon as they unthawed, she'd turn the heat down and she put a little bit of onion and bacon grease in there. That's how we had our green beans. So now I need some more on this, and I'm thinking I need some yellow, but I don't really want this shade of yellow. How about some some of this color first. Yeah, we're going to use this gold. Let's use some of this gold. And we'll start with the hair. I wish I could remember what the name of that spell was. Dana says I should give him a bell. We can give him a bell. We can give him a real bell.
Mm-hmm.
I got one. I got a real bell. We can give him that one.
Yeah. Mine may need a real bell.
That way you can hear him coming down off of the hill. I should put some mountains in the background.
Just been ignoring chats. Oh, Stephanie, thank you. Sweetie, you are too kind. But this is my very, very first time doing something like this.
Well, good.
It is. Usually I do the mixed media with the painty pages and the acrylic paints and stuff. My first time doing the watercolor, and usually I just dye paper with watercolor
There you go.
or swish it around somewhere.
Well, good. And I'm telling you, the every time you do something like this, it gets better and better every time you do it because it's practice. And it will get better and better. Sometimes you do real good and sometimes you don't. Sometimes you feel like a nut and sometimes you don't. So I can vouch for that. But I started out and never had an art lesson in my life. Never, never.
Well, if I say it's a whimsical cow, it looks pretty cute for a whimsical cow, I think.
I do too.
Especially when I get it cut out and stuck in my book.
Exactly. And when you go back, either 3 months, 6 months, a year out, and you go back and you look at these pictures, you're going to say, "Well, we did real good, Beth and I."
Oh, I had a real good time.
And you and all of these videos, hopefully they'll always be available to us. Hopefully nothing will happen to YouTube. And hopefully, when we get old enough to get into our nursing home days, we'll get to go back and watch all these movies. And we have our books to look at
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah.
You see? I'm telling you, it's all good from here on out.
Well, as long as I have a good time, that's my goal.
Yeah. And
Care what the outcome is. It's the journey getting there.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as I have
a little bit of curl in his fur in bangs. He's got to have a little bit of curl coming down. Mine has a tongue. I gave him a lip or a tongue or something. It's a lip. It's more of a lip.
Mine's showing his teeth a little bit. He's got some little white teeth showing.
So
he got some little bitty baby horns.
yeah.
Just kind of eyeballs.
He's trying to be a big boy. He's trying to be big.
I need to practice eyeballs.
So I'm going to get my palette out. And I'm going to get some of this yellow. And I'll put some of that out. And then I'll mix in this creamy color. Would that make it a lighter yellow?
What color is that?
This is a yellow, and this one is an antique parchment.
Yeah, just start out with just a little bit of that parchment.
It's going to do this all right because I don't have very much of it.
Yellow white, yeah.
It's going to go in here.
Make sure it doesn't make it go muddy.
We're making a concoction. The lighting in here is just not very good at all. I can't see. So let's see. It's got, yeah, let's see here.
Let me cut him out and see what I need to do to him.
Dana should be up here painting this one. She likes these cows. She was supposed to paint one for her sister, and I don't think she did it. She still hasn't done it. You owe your sister a Highland cow for Christmas.
Ooh, I hope Cece don't watch this. She painted me a cow for Christmas. Yeah, it had a Santa Claus head on it. It was so cute. Has little tongue.
Oh,
Has little tongue sticking out. It was so cute.
I think it looks kind of cute. Maybe give me a little bit more fangs.
I think this one looks kind of cute. I'm proud of it. I'm more proud of the fun I had.
We got to work in our nomad book. Woo-hoo.
I did real good in that.
And you just do, and you know, like you said, you're doing that 100-day challenge. You'd be surprised at the end of the 100 days what you've done. You should write it down and make a list.
I've got to make a journal over here, and I'm gonna put all our stuff in the journal, and then I'm doing everything in one of 3 journals. So when I get through, it'll be the journals. I thought that would be pretty cool. I think my cow needs a haircut.
What are you working on now? Well, I think that's about all I can do to this little fella.
I've got mine all cut out, and finished, and signed, and his little whiskers cut on the side of his ears. And I'm gonna put him in our book.
So I think this is it. I just want to get a little bit more green in the grass area. Let's put a little bit of uh, what do you call the clover green in it.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, there he is.
Shrine.
Hmm?
Did you cut the air conditioner on?
No.
That one.
This one.
Okay. Ooh, them teenage hormones got him hot.
What's that?
I said them teenage hormones got them boys hot.
Oh, I see.
I told them cut the air conditioner on. Get cooled off.
So let's see here. All right, guys. I think
He's cute.
he is cute. So that's all I'm going to do, guys. It's 9 o'clock. It's time to get off. We go for about 3 hours, and that's about all my little backside can take. It says I'm going on strike about now. It I can sit for so long. So, are you going to go on after a while?
Well, I may just for a few minutes.
And so you guys need to subscribe to Mama Jude on the back photo
Yeah, because we've been going on.
and post anything if you all sketched along. Please post it in the chat room. Everybody'd love to see it. And I think he's kind of cute. That's all we're going to get. So I'm going to say goodnight, Juju.
All right, night. Bye, y'all. Thank you.
Bye. Good night.
Night. Have a good Friday.
I'll see you after a while, Juju.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.